So we're going to start off with the French toast. For that, it's fairly simple. Fairly simple. Not too complicated of a process. Usually I have a recipe here, but again, it's not an overcomplicated process to make French toast. So we'll start off with a couple tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to do 2 in here. Do some cinnamon. Okay. And we'll do just a dash of allspice. Just a dash. Okay. We're going to utilize 2 eggs. Frequently throughout. So that's something that you guys need to take into account at home as well, is to wash your hands frequently or wear gloves. And we're going to need a little bit of milk, not much, just a little bit. As you're done with things, go ahead and put them away. That's all. Then we're going to give this a nice little whisk. So it comes together. If I was at home, I would add some vanilla extract, but I don't have it here at the school. That was just one of the things that got left off the grocery list, was the vanilla extract. So I want to slow it down just a little bit, because we have to, in addition to having the omelets, the French toast, we're also going to have omelets. So I have my custard. This is a custard mix right here. It's got, again, it has eggs, milk, cinnamon, allspice. If you don't have allspice, use a little bit of nutmeg or just cinnamon, eggs, milk, and a little bit of sugar. Okay? That's what's in there. I'm using olive oil and a little bit of margarine in some of these pans, specifically in this pan right here. That's just olive oil and margarine. So in our omelet, we're going to be making a 3-egg omelet. And what I like to do when I make omelets is I like to cook the ingredients, then add them into the egg. Okay? So the ingredients we're going to be using are going to be onion, Canadian bacon, and a little bit of spinach. So I'm going to go ahead and put these into my pan. Oh, and cheese. I don't know how Chef left out saying cheese. So I want to cook these ingredients first, okay? I want to cook them first. That's just the way I like to do my omelets, is cook my ingredients first. I want to let these come up and do their thing. Then while they're doing their thing, I'm going to scramble up some eggs in a bowl, season with a little salt, a little pepper, and we'll go from there. So I've already got everything these out. I got my cheese, got the spinach. And when you're doing omelets with spinach, everyone, you really have to be mindful about that spinach because spinach releases a lot of water when you do omelets, okay? And I'm doing a lot of moving around because I'm making sure that things that need to stay refrigerated are refrigerated or out of the way, okay? At this point, a little salt, some pepper, give our eggs a little whisk, Now I'll go ahead and start on the French toast because I want this to be finished relatively at the same time. There's that word again, relatively. So we have our omelet down, and we're just going to let this cook. Take that off. I have our other pan heated up for the French toast because we want this to come out pretty much at the same time or pretty close to it. Now, while you're doing stuff like that, you want to keep in mind of your cooking times. So if you're keeping track of your cooking times, you know when you can start cooking something so everything can finish somewhat at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and add my cheese in now so it kind of melts through. Now, if you're in a large operation, you'll be wearing gloves. However, make sure if you're not wearing gloves, you wash those hands frequently. Okay? Always wash your hands frequently. And I wear side towels, but I also dedicate one towel just for drying up the hands. So here's the good part right here about the egg. I'm just going to, you see how I'm just pulling it and letting the egg fill up where I pull? Because primarily, you don't have to flip your omelets over when you cook them. So once you get everything, what I like to call dry or soft, you're good. Now, some people do like their omelets to be not runny or loose. So we can do that just to get it dry. Flip it back over, yeah. Then, because I put a little bit of oil in the pan and there's some there, I'm just going to take it like such. I'm going to fill my omelet. And I'm leaving the excess oil in the pan, or at least I'm trying to. I'm going to turn this eye off. And here we have our omelet like such. Here we have our omelet like such. Okay? So we'll set that there. Let's move this out of the way so we're finished here. Now for our French toast. We'll dip it into our custard. Go into the pan. We can get 2 of them in there. Get our hands washed. Set our dishes up so they can get washed. If you're moving around and you're talking it out to yourself about what's next, what needs to go where, this is an easy way to keep your kitchen clean.